I'll record it, so all of you are welcome to have this recording afterwards. And, you know, you can see what we're doing here. But I can see from some of the names here, that a lot of you have offered to record this immune system boost in different languages. We've got it in about 15 languages at the moment. We've also got it being recorded in Gujarati, Tamil, you know, just incredible, you know, in all kinds of Hebrew. It's just immense, the amount of people are helping. So, you know, you're going to have an experience this evening. Hi, Sil.
Hi, hello.
Right.
Yes, I'm fine. I hope you are too.
Good. You know, so you will have an experience, Karen, with it, and see how, because open yourself up to it, and provide you do the safety thing. You know, I did. This is what happened a few weeks ago. I forgot to say to them. I actually said to the client that the chair will support you, but this is what happened during the thing. And this, bear in mind, I'm working with her, and all this, and she disappeared off the camera, and all I could see was the top of her shoulder. So I spent about 30 minutes talking to the top of this woman's shoulder. I couldn't see her. And she actually said to me after, I wasn't sure whether I went under. And I said, well, you went under the table. I don't know where else you went under, but you definitely went under the table. So, you know, yeah, get into it and get into it with me tonight. You know, this is not, there's no promises with this, obviously. But as I always say to people when they come and see me, well, they don't come and see me for healing, because I never advertise healing, because I'm not a healer. In fact, I actually believe that I don't actually do anything in my therapy room other than help my client get out of their own way. That's how I see it. I start with the premise that the only person in my therapy room that knows the answer to the problem and has the resources and strengths to overcome that problem is the person in the therapy chair, not in my chair. And all I actually do is I act like a catalyst, if you like, to get that person out of their own way, so they can get in touch with their own abilities to heal, to change. And that's why I love hypnosis. You know, I run these courses, and I run a diploma course, which is 5 days. And people say, well, how can someone in 5 days learn enough to go and help people change their lives? And the reason I believe that's possible is purely because I, the therapist, don't have to come up with any strategy. I don't have to come up with the answers to the problem. I just have to assume that the client knows everything they need to know. And all I have is the skill to get them out of their own way, and then to encourage them to make those changes. So, I mean, I love hypnosis, as you can probably tell. And I can talk about it forever. But I really appreciate you all taking the time out to join me tonight. So let me tell you how this immune system thing came around. As I was saying a moment ago, I run what I call quantum healing. And no one comes to see me for healing, but I see people who have been smoking for 50 years. I see people who have been doing drugs, drinking too much, eating too much. A lot of the clients I see, because of their lifestyle, are ill in some way. They don't come and see me because they're ill. They come and see me to stop doing what they want to stop doing. But if I ask the question, is this affecting you in any way? And if it is, I tell them about quantum healing. And I'm going to tell you about it because it's very simple. And as I said, you can have this recorded. So you're welcome to look over this again and use it with your own clients. And if you're not a hypnotist, if you're not a hypnotherapist and you're watching this, you don't have to be a hypnotherapist to run quantum healing with people you love. You know, you don't have to be a hypnotherapist to run this immune system boost. You know, and I'll explain why I think that and how my thoughts on hypnosis have changed over the years. But it's how it came to me, and the idea behind quantum healing. There are apparently 70 trillion cells in our body. Now, each one of those cells exists as an individual cell. And we know this because medical science can take one of those cells, and in one of those cells, there's enough information to clone you. And we know this because they've done it with sheep, they've done it with cows. And all that makes you what you are, hair color, eye color, skin color, height, all that makes you what you are, the unique human being that you are on this planet, is a unique communication between those 70 trillion cells that makes you unique. Now, the idea is that when we're functioning perfectly healthily, those cells are communicating perfectly well. When we get a disease or an illness, and that can be through, you know, emotion, environment, all kinds of different reasons why we get ill, it's as if there's a breakdown in that communication. So this is how the story came to me, and I'm going to tell it to you so you can run it with your clients, run it with people you're going to work with. Apparently, there was a man back in the maybe 30s or 40s, 1940s, 1930s, who was working on splitting the atom. Now, how you can split something you cannot see is anyone's guess, but we know they did that because of the explosion. Now, this man studied and he worked with quantum physics, how the universe is put together. And he worked with mathematics, quantum mathematics, all that kind of stuff, way beyond my thinking. Now, all that makes everything in the universe is made up of atoms. And all that makes maybe this leather, you know, and this plastic is a unique communication between those atoms in that material. Now, he studied hypnosis as well. And so this is the story. Whether this is true, whether it's just myth, I don't know. But apparently, his wife had varicose veins. There was a long waiting list to have these veins sorted out. So he thought, why not use the same quantum theory as you use in the universe, use her body. The universe is made up of atoms, her body's made up of cells. So he hypnotized her, he set up a unconscious communication, and then he asked those cells to reconnect the communication that would allow his wife's veins to go back to healthy or well or normal. And apparently he had photographic proof that this happened. Now, whether this is true, whether this is myth, I have no idea. But as I said, that's how it came to me, and that's how I run it with my clients. As I said, you know, there's a few things I don't ever charge for. One is helping people out of pain, and one is helping people out of heroin. I've never charged for that because generally the people that come and see me that can't afford it. I don't charge to help people out of heroin, out of pain, and I don't help them. I don't charge for any kind of healing stuff that I do because I said I don't believe that I'm actually doing this. It's them that are doing it. So anyway, so as I say to my clients, you know, you have nothing to lose by this. This is only words. It's just imagination. But we know, because Einstein said it, and if he said it, it has to be true, that imagination is more powerful than knowledge. And I actually believe that, because if you think about it, everything we do is imagination. For those of you who want to try this, I'm going to just show you how powerful your imagination is, because for me now, hypnosis is no longer complex. You know, when we first learn hypnosis and hypnotherapy, we learn scripts, and they're quite long-winded, and we can't remember them because there's a lot of words, and we have to say it in a certain way. And at the same time as that, we're going to try and watch with our body language, and we're going to try and get our language patterns right. It's so complex. And we all learn like that, and we all think in general it's about relaxation. But over the years, and I've seen over 30,000 clients, so I've seen a lot of different ways that people go into hypnosis. What has happened for me now, it's come down to something very, very simple. If I can create an emotion within you, then I can give you a suggestion that's likely to stick, if you like, for want of a better way of putting it. Let me just see if I can get a few more people on here just to join us. So if they want to speak, they can. So it's no longer complex for me. If I can spike an emotion in you, I can give you a suggestion that's likely to stick. And I'm going to give you a demonstration of this in a moment. For those of you who want to experience it, you can do it, okay? So what I like to do is this. if you're ready to experience, who's up for doing this? Put your hands up if you want to do this, yeah?
Me.
Okay, right. What I want you to do is this. Just to give you an idea of how powerful your mind is when it comes to your emotion. Just put your arm out in front of you like this, about shoulder height. Okay, just put your arm out in front of you about shoulder height. And you can do this with your eyes open. I want you to look at me in the camera. And now I want you to think about the people you love most, whether that's your son, your daughter, your husband, your wife, your mother, your daughter, your father. But just think about those people now and feel that love right now. And as you do that, I want you to notice that arm's hanging there all by itself. Imagine now there's nothing you can do about that. And when you realize there's nothing you can do about it, you can try and get that arm down and find it goes even higher. I want you to push as hard as you can. I don't want you to pretend. Push even harder, find it goes even higher now. That's right. Do not pretend. And there's something strange going to happen. The higher that hand's going to go, and the harder you try and get it down, the higher the other arm's going to go. Push even harder, find the other one coming up now. That's right. I do not want you to pretend. Push even harder. Come on, you're strong people. Push as hard as you can, find the other hand goes even higher. But are you hypnotized? Are you in a trance? Is that even your arm? Push even harder, find it goes even higher now. Now in a moment I'm going to click my fingers. When I click my fingers, that arm will drift down. When it drifts down, your eyes will close for a split second. When they open, you'll have a smile on your face, a new understanding of just how loved you are and how brilliant you are. That's right. Arm drifting down, eyes closing, feeling absolutely incredible now. Excuse me. That's right, eyes opening, feeling absolutely wonderful. You know, all of a sudden, all of the things we've learned about what hypnosis is, eyes closed, relaxation, all of that stuff suddenly changes when you understand the power of emotion. You know, we're experiencing it at the moment. Everyone on this planet, pretty much everyone, if they've got internet, they've got a TV, if they've got a radio, they are experiencing a spike of emotion at the moment. You know, I saw a video this day of a town just outside London, Croydon, with a mile of people queuing up with baskets, trying to get into Costco's. You know, it's complete craziness. And everyone's been a spike of emotion. And if you get that fear, which has been created now by the media and by our governments, and then there's a suggestion that so many people are going to die. Don't get me wrong, I know the power of suggestion. And the government, our Prime Minister said, you know, I have to tell you, a lot of people are going to lose family members. You know, how does that make people feel? You know, and we're opening ourselves up. And what happens when we have a spike of emotion, then our immune system is not functioning properly. You know, if we're emotional, if we're angry, if we're sad, our immune system doesn't function as well as if we're feeling really good emotionally. You know, it's amazing to me that the politicians and the world leaders don't understand, or maybe they do, the power of emotion and how they can create complete chaos by suggesting stuff. One, this is going to be a pandemic, which maybe it is going to be. But there's so much chaos out there being created by this. So anyway, the idea of this evening was to help all of you, just for a while, even if it's for half an hour, relax and let go of the irrational fear. You know, I'm not saying to you that you shouldn't wash your hands and you shouldn't care about this, you know, and you shouldn't do what the science are telling you. I'm not saying that at all. All I'm saying is that the anxiety you feel around this, the irrational fear, we all need a natural concern about this, don't get me wrong. But what we don't need is the irrational fear and anxiety that's been created. And so the goal of tonight is to help you get into a state of mind, one, where your mind is open to a suggestion for healing and for boosting your immune system, and two, to help you relax and let go of the irrational fear. And obviously, for those of you who want to watch this afterwards, maybe learn how to do quantum healing, you know, because that's what I want for everyone. So, are there any questions? Please ask. You know, please do not be afraid to ask, and ask me any questions before we get started. Did you enjoy that, Karen?
Yes. Actually, I've got a very good book about that.
The same one here.
Oh, there's another one. See, oh, it's my fan. It's my tribe. I hadn't realised that.
It's well worn.
My tribe had all signed on. Oh, great. Okay. Well, we've got it now in Portuguese, which I'm so chuffed. There's a guy, he's now translating to French. So, you know, the more people that read my book, the better. And my audio book, you know, you're the first bit I'm telling you, but I'm coming up to 5,000 sales of my audio book. You know, when I did that, I thought, you know, maybe I'll sell a couple of hundred, and you know, I come up to 5,000. Every now and again, just to make me feel better, I picture 5,000 books stacked in this little room here, and you know, and people seem to love it.
I'm on video.
And if you're reading that book, Karen, and if you use one of the techniques and you've helped someone with one of those techniques, then I feel like I've had a little hand in it somewhere.
Good.
So great, yeah.
I've got your bought the videos as well of you and Anthony in Canada.
Oh, did you? Oh, good. Yeah, I haven't seen it myself yet, but yeah.
Oh, it's very good.
I hate watching myself. It's one of those things. It's like listening to yourself on a recording. You think, oh, I sound terrible. So yeah, I hardly ever watch the stuff that I record. Because I know I'm going to embarrass myself at some point. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. So look, if you're all ready to get into this with me, as I said, what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask you to do, I'm going to put this on speaker view. So you've got me, you should have me, you know, on speaker view. And if everyone else, if I might be able to do it from here actually, is to mute everyone. Sounds a terrible thing to say. Right. So I'm going to mute everyone. Please forgive me for that. So, but otherwise, if you cough, when you get this recording, it'll be you coughing and not me on screen. So we'll see if we can do this. Right. Right, can you, I'm assuming you can all see me. Can we say you can see me? Am I on sort of full screen now, or have you got gallery view still? Can you say, Caruso? Because I can see you. So if I just unmute, you can just, Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. I can see you.
Okay, right. Right, let's get going. I'm going to try, right. No. Sorry about this, but right. So at the moment I can see you, Caruso, so I don't know if you're still on mic or not. But everyone else, you can just see me, can you? Right, so as I said, if I try and mute everyone, it should be, just otherwise when it comes to the recording, you will see. Right. Okay. Right, what I'd like you to do then, if you're all ready to be hypnotized, and I've been doing this in the groups around the world now, and it's a bit of fun. So although I can't hear you, if you're ready to be hypnotized, say, "I'm ready, Freddy." Okay, excellent. Right, what I'd like to do is this then. when you're ready, just get yourself comfortable. Now, whatever happens, if we get cut off at any time, you will drift back up out of hypnosis at some point in the future. So don't worry about it. And that chair, whatever you're sitting in, will support you at all times, okay? So what I'd like to do is this. Just take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, just allow your eyes to close. Only as quickly as you're ready to give yourself the best chance of staying well. That's right. Just imagine for a while, nobody wants anything, no one expects anything. There is nothing for you to do but to relax and listen to my voice. That's right, because with the eyes closed, you can continue to relax. Although at times you may be more aware of some things than you were before. Sounds in your room, sounds outside your room, sound of my voice, certain sensations, the comfort of the chair, the beating of your heart, and the thoughts and images that drift into the mind automatically. Just for a moment, think about the people you love, people that love you. See those faces fill out love right now. Let it remind you just how loved you are. And as you feel that love, as you see those faces, every negative, limiting belief that was ever placed on you disappears. Replaced by a feeling of freedom, a feeling of love, a feeling of joy. Because with the eyes closed, it becomes easier to become more and more aware of a variety of things otherwise may go overlooked or ignored. Thoughts, feelings, sensations. The alteration of awareness as the mind begins that gradual letting go. That's right. Letting go even of the effort it takes to be aware of exactly where the arms are positioned, or the hands or fingers. Even the effort it takes to be aware of the sound of my voice or the meaning of my words may almost seem to be too much effort to bother making. It's so much easier simply to relax and enjoy that letting go. Allowing events to occur in their own time, in their own way. A drifting down toward a place of quietness. A place of peaceful inner awareness. Where even the effort it takes to be aware of the sound of my voice or the meaning of my words may almost seem to be too much effort to bother making. It's so much easier simply to relax and enjoy that letting go. Allowing events to occur in your own time, in your own way. A drifting down. Deeper, deeper, deeper down now. 10, 20, 100 times deeper now. Imagine you're just drifting down through space and time. Imagine that every word I say is taking you even deeper into that wonderful feeling. And the deeper you go, the better you feel. The better you feel, the deeper you'll go. And as you drift deeper and deeper, my voice, my words will drift with you to become a part of your experience now. And every word I say is going to take you even deeper. Everything I say now becomes your reality. Every suggestion I give you, you'll act upon and carry out without hesitation, is now your reality. Because you have a conscious mind and an unconscious mind. And that unconscious mind, the back of the mind, can continue to hear, to understand and respond to those things I might say without the need for you to do anything at all. It's so much easier for the conscious mind simply to relax and enjoy that letting go. That's right. Letting go even of the effort it takes to make the effort that it might take. To tell the exact position of arms, legs, or the entire body now that seems to drift through time and space. That wonderful free floating place of effortless relaxation and letting go. Allowing events to occur in their own time, in their own ways. You drift as a mind. And that mind drifts without boundaries, without borders, without limits. See yourself out there. It's the spring, it's the summer 2020. You're fit and well, and you're looking and feeling great. You've got your energy, your health. Go step into that body and feel what it feels like to be well, to be happy, to be healthy. And look back to now, notice the things you did along the way that led to that wonderful feeling. The unconscious mind can allow those changes to occur, while the conscious mind drifts off someplace else entirely now. That's right, in your own time, in your own way, aware of events that occur along the way. As the unconscious mind utilizes that opportunity to alter your awareness and to continue that learning in whatever way is the right way for you. Learning that feeling of letting go, allowing the unconscious to assume more and more responsibility for guiding and directing awareness as you continue to learn even more than before about your abilities, your capacities to learn as you relax. As you relax and enter into the trance more and more comfortably, more and more effortlessly, more and more completely and deeply than before. And I can wonder whether you're aware that you've drifted deeply into hypnosis. Because the deeper you go, the better you'll feel. The better you feel, the deeper you'll go. 10, 20, 100 times deeper. Imagine you're just dropping down through space and time, down toward a place of total bliss, total empowerment, total freedom. And imagine that's happening automatically. And imagine now there's nothing you can do about that. Just drifting down toward a place of total bliss, total empowerment. And the deeper you go, the better you feel. And as you drift even deeper, my voice, my words will drift with you to become a part of your experience now. Everything I say now becomes your reality. And every suggestion I give you, you'll act upon, carry out without hesitation. It's now your reality. And as you drift even deeper, you can use your unconscious mind as a resource that you can learn from and really have an experience, one that's satisfactory to you. And all that's needed to build a good rapport with the unconscious is to have a line of communication. And sometimes the unconscious communicates by movement. It may be that the eye reflex changes and the eyes flicker, or the head moves slightly to indicate yes, or a muscle twitches involuntarily. That's right, you can try and keep those eyes still, find they flicker even more. It may be that the left hand moves all by itself and starts to feel lighter and lighter, and starts to lift up and drift up to indicate yes, or the right arm goes even higher. Only the unconscious mind knows which it will use, because the unconscious mind knows more about you than anyone else. And so as you continue to drift even deeper into hypnosis, I'd like your unconscious mind to allow me to speak directly to the part of you that is responsible for your immune system, the part of you that runs that automatic healing ability that's been running that automatic healing ability, maybe from the very moment you were conceived, that incredible, wonderful part of you that heals automatically, that's been protecting you, looking after you for all these years. And when that part's taken full control of those signals, I'd like it to allow those signals to occur so that you and I understand it's taken control. And I don't know. That's right, head moving, eyes flickering, body moving now. Hands lighter and lighter. I don't know, but you'll know before I do as the movements begin. Even as you become aware of certain sensations. That's right, head moving, eyes flickering, body changing, breathing changing. Even as you go deeper, deeper down, when that part's taken full control of those signals, I'd like it to increase those signals. That's right, so I understand and you understand. And as that part takes full control of those signals, that's right, head moving, eyes flickering, the mind automatically moves toward those thoughts and ideas and images that clarify most clearly for you the very things you know and do that get in the way of your being completely well and healthy. The mind automatically moves toward those thoughts and ideas that clarify most clearly for you the very things you know and do that seem to get in the way of you being perfectly well. The unconscious mind moves automatically. In the same way animals move without thinking or trying, they just seem to know when to go, where to go, what to do to take care of themselves. An inner voice, inner awareness, the moves, the birds, the butterflies, the herds of animals from place to place, makes them restless, something not right, that draws their attention toward that uncomfortable feeling and sets them in motion. And they move hundreds of miles, thousands of miles, taking care of themselves, taking care of their young. No one knows how it feels to be a bird or a dolphin or a butterfly that suddenly knows the time is right for a change, suddenly knows the exact change needed. But we can relax, go even deeper into hypnosis and imagine how it might feel to gradually, suddenly recognize that feeling. Something needs to change. It needs to change now. And to know without knowing what needs to be done, to be told without hearing by the inner voice, the inner feeling to do this now. And so the actions flow from those feelings, responding effortlessly, automatically to that inner voice that tells us what to do and when and how to do it. You know, to be born with that feeling, trust that feeling, to be so comfortably aware of yourself that everything becomes easier. Now I'd like to ask that part that runs the immune system to allow me to communicate with every cell, every molecule, every neuron of your body and your being. And if it's willing to allow me to communicate directly, I'd like it to allow those signals to increase so that you and I understand that's right. Even as you become aware of that movement increases now. And now I'd like to ask those cells to reconnect the communication that will allow you and your immune system to be as strong as it can be, to give you the best defense against these viruses that are around, to start any healing process that's needed in your body and to do it now. And to spin up that healing process, and you'll become aware of certain sensations in your body. I don't know whether your body will feel warmer, whether you'll feel that vibration starting, but you will know. As you become aware of that now, as those changes take place at a molecular, cellular level, as those cells reconnect the communication, it will allow you to be as strong as you can be. That will give you the best chance, the best defense against these viruses. To boost your immune system now, feel it changing. Feel those changes taking place in your body now at a molecular cellular level. And as that happens, once again, think about the people you love, people that love you. And see those faces. Feel that love now like a burning hot sun in the summer sky. Now shrink that down to a white hot ball of light as big as a golf ball, and pull that feeling of love and light and joy into the very core of your being. And feel that love and joy emanating out through every cell, every fiber, into the very marrow of your bones. Feel that lighting you up, lifting you up. And feel that feeling of well-being flooding your body now. And feel that feeling of strength as your immune system strengthens. As those cells reconnect the communication that will allow you to be well and stay well. And feel that wonderful feeling now. And as that healing continues, from today, whenever you want to, tap into all of your own strengths, abilities, skills, and healing ability. From today, all you need to do, wherever it's safe and appropriate to do so, is to find a place and just repeat in your mind the word relax. And on the fourth time of hearing that word, relax, you'll instantly go back into this deep state of hypnosis you're in now, where you have access to all of your inner strengths, all of your healing abilities. And whether it's a personal goal, a physical goal, a career goal, a financial goal, a healing goal, you'll take the time out just for you. Repeat the word relax 4 times in your mind, and wherever it's safe and appropriate to do so, you will instantly go back to this wonderful, deep state of hypnosis, where you have access to all of your unconscious abilities and strengths. And so as you go deeper and deeper down now, even deeper than before, just you, the sound of my voice, and that feeling of well-being and freedom. Every ounce of useless, unnecessary pain, emotional, physical, is wiped from your mind and your body. And you cannot experience it, you cannot feel it. I'd like your unconscious mind to make those changes now at a molecular, cellular level that will allow you that freedom from every ounce of useless, unnecessary pain, whether it's physical or emotional. And to do that now. And as those changes take place at a molecular level, I'd like you to do this. I want you to imagine you're drifting up out of your body and leaving your body in that chair. Just imagine you're drifting up out of your body. You know, like we hear about these near-death experiences people have in hospital sometimes. They say, I drifted up to the ceiling, I could see myself in the bed. Just for a moment, have the experience of drifting up out of your body and leaving your body in that chair. That's right. And imagine you're drifting higher and higher now, like a helium balloon that some young girls let go of in the park. You're just drifting up as light as a feather, like a helium balloon. Imagine you're drifting so high that you can look down, you can see that beautiful blue planet below you. You can see that incredible, beautiful planet below you. You can see the whites of the mountaintops, the whites of the clouds, the greens of the forest and the blue of the ocean. You can see it in your mind's eye. See that beautiful planet below you. And notice, as you watch that beautiful planet from so far off, how your perspective changes. You can think about the close to 8 billion people on that planet, of which you are one. And notice as you think about how your perspective changes. Things that had seemed to overwhelm you no longer have any power over you. Things that had made you anxious no longer have any power over you. Now in your mind's eye, see a target like an archery target way down below you, between you and that planet. A massive target. You can see the bands, you can see the very center of the bullseye. Now in the center of that bullseye is every ounce of irrational fear and anxiety and stress that you've had about this crisis at the moment. Every irrational fear and anxiety and stress that you've had about this crisis is in the center of that target. Now, in a moment, I'm going to make this sound. As I make that sound, you'll be fired, shot like an arrow, straight through the center of that target, straight out the other side, in a millisecond. But I want you to be brave about this. As you go through the center of that target, you may experience that anxiety, those irrational fears, even more intensely for a split second. But be brave. This is the last time those irrational fears and anxiety will bother you. As you go through the target, they will be eliminated, and all that will be left is the natural concern everyone should have about their health, so you can wash your hands, so you can think about what you're doing, but can do it completely free of that fear and anxiety. So get ready. As I make that sound, it's going to be fired, shot like an arrow, straight through that target, straight out the other side, into a space of total bliss. Get ready. Now you're out the other side, just drifting in that wonderful space. Just you, the sound of my voice, and a feeling of total freedom and well-being. Notice how every ounce of fear and anxiety has gone from your body, replaced by a feeling of calm, inner confidence. Every useless, unnecessary pain, emotional or physical, has gone from your body and your mind. Once again, see the faces of the people you love, people that love you. Once again, feel that love emanating out through every cell, every fibre of your body, lighting you up, lifting you up, taking you into a world of total bliss. Now drift across the other side of the room so you can see yourself in the chair. You can see the clothes you're wearing, you can hear my voice. And notice as you watch yourself from the other side of the room, how every ounce of irrational fear and anxiety has gone from your body and your mind, replaced by a feeling of calm, inner confidence. Every useless, unnecessary pain and discomfort has gone from your body and your mind. You cannot feel it, you cannot experience it. And I'd like your unconscious mind to make those changes now at a molecular, cellular, neuron level that will allow you that freedom, allow you the natural concerns everyone should have at the moment, so that you'll stay safe and well, but allow you total freedom from the irrational fear and anxiety. Only when the unconscious mind knows and has made those changes and allows the conscious mind to accept the changes made, only then will you drift back over to your body, drop down into your body in that chair and go even deeper into the most profound, wonderful, beautiful state of hypnosis. Take your time, do it thoroughly. Only then will you drift back over to your body and go even deeper into that wonderful space. Just you, the sound of my voice, and that feeling of freedom and love. Feel it flooding your body and your mind, lighting you up, lifting you up, strengthening your body and your immune system. And now I'd like to ask that part that runs the immune system to continue that healing, to do it at a pace, to continue strengthening that immune system, continue that healing process so that you can stay well, and to do it now. And as you become aware of that wonderful feeling of well-being, as you become aware of that feeling of love and joy flooding your body and your mind, it may be interesting to know that in that relaxed state of mind, where those thoughts drift by like dreams, and some enter the mind and some drift through the mind and some are left behind to be used later on. Others are remembered or seem to be remembered at first, but then become more and more distant, forgotten over time. And this entire experience will seem like a dream you had. It's your privilege. Use this experience. Think about the things you can do. Strengths, abilities, skills, the love you may have overlooked before, that will allow you a clear view of the possibilities of a new way of living, a new way of being. And take that time now, a brief time, seems to be a long time, to review, plan at some level of awareness, the things you're going to do later on, the things you're going to change later on as you continue to stay well and healthy. Continue to use more and more of you. That's right, take that time now. See yourself out there. It's the spring, it's the summer 2020, and you are fit and well, and you are enjoying your life. Your body is flooded with that feeling of love and joy and freedom and strength. Feel that love now. A totally new understanding of your worth, your value, just how loved you are. Go with your unconscious as often as you need to know that you're free. Free of every ounce of anxiety, every ounce of useless, unnecessary pain or discomfort. Free to be. Only when the unconscious mind knows and has made those changes at a molecular level, and allows the conscious mind to accept the changes made. Because in a moment I'm going to count to 10. Every suggestion I've given you, you'll act upon and carry out without hesitation. It's now your reality. On 8, your eyes will open. You're going to feel incredible. Like you've had the best 8-hour sleep. You'll feel like you've had a ton weight lifted, like you've had the blinkers removed. A feeling of freedom and love and joy that you're going to take into everything you do. And a totally new understanding about the powers you have within you. And from today, whenever you want to use those powers, personal goals, healing goals, you just repeat the word relax 4 times in your mind. And wherever it's safe and appropriate to do so, you'll instantly go back into this wonderful state of hypnosis you're in now. So get ready as I count to 10. On 8, your eyes will open. You will feel incredible. And on 10, that wonderful thing is going to grow stronger day by day. As you stay well, as your immune system continues to work at its optimum level for you, as every cell in your body continues to reconnect that communication. Get ready. 1, feeling absolutely wonderful. 2, to achieve everything you want for yourself and the people you love. 3, a feeling of freedom from every ounce of anxiety and stress. 4, feel a force of that love and that healing through every cell, every fiber of your body. 5, feeling incredibly alive now. 6, 7, 8, eyes opening, feeling absolutely incredible. 9, 10. Right, I've unmuted all of you, I think. So if you've got anything to say, how do you feel, Karen?
Very good, thank you. That was good because I've read it and I because some of that was that. Is it psychological decapitation? Is it?
I didn't do that, no.
Oh, I thought that was some.
I'm saving that for the next time I see you.
Okay. Yeah, but it was nice to be the other side of it, if you know what I mean. So I just read it.
Good. Good. Did you enjoy it, Camille?
Awesome. Every second of it was awesome.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Lola, I didn't speak to you earlier, but it's nice to see you.
Hi.
Okay. So I hope you enjoyed it.
Yes.
We're going to talk a little bit about how we work with the deaf. Because we've got Janet, the butterfly lady, as I always think of her. Because when we were in Las Vegas, she has this incredible butterfly outfit. So whenever I think about Janet, I always think about her as a butterfly. So yes, Janet and a guy called Scott, tomorrow they're recording the immune system boost in ASL, American Sign Language. And it's a great thing for all of you here today who are hypnotherapists. You know, at the moment, there is an incredible niche market that you can go at. Once you understand it, you can hypnotize people with their eyes open. If you have any doubts about that, then contact me and we can speak about it. Because people who are profoundly deaf who can understand sign, even though maybe you can't do sign, but obviously Janet can. But there are people who can sign, and maybe you could train those people to use hypnosis. Or if the deaf person can lip read, what you do is you take them into hypnosis as you normally would, with them listening or seeing what you're saying, and then suggest that the moment they close their eyes and go into hypnosis, you will touch them on the shoulder. They will stay in trance, go even deeper into trance, but open their eyes so they can see what you're saying. And then you can do all your work in exactly the same way with people who are profoundly deaf. And at the moment, as I said, because in the general idea about hypnosis is that it's eyes closed. Once you've got past the fact that it's not a state of eyelids and you can do this work eyes open, then you can increase your business. And there's a niche market to go at. In England alone, there are 7 million. In America, there's got to be something like 45 million. You know, when you think about these massive countries like France and wherever else that you're based, it's immense. So that, you know, let go of your limitations with this. There are millions of people to help. You know, people were talking about this virus and how many people it's going to kill. And I put on there yesterday, there are 8 million people a year die from smoking. 8 million. You know, in England, it's 352 people a day. And so it's, you know, that's a pandemic. And we have the skills as hypnotherapists to help those people. And you have to be out there letting people know you can help them. You know, we come into this work, most of us, because we want to help people, not because we want to sell, not because we want to make fortunes out of it. And so it's quite, for a lot of us, and I know because I've trained thousands of people, they don't market themselves. And then they go back to doing their day job, which when you've got a skill like hypnosis is a travesty, because you can quite literally save people's lives. But people have to know you're out there. You know, let me just say this to those of you who are hypnotherapists who don't like to sell yourself, because nobody really does. The word sell, now this is true or not, I don't know. And someone who does speak Norwegian will tell me, but the word sell, I was told, comes from the Norwegian word selje, which means to serve. Now, if you have a product or a service, and you do if you have hypnosis, that can enhance someone's life, and you don't let them know that you can do that, and you don't sell that to them, then everyone that doesn't know you can help them, you are doing that person a disservice. So it then becomes your duty to let people know that you can help them. You know, we have this incredible, wonderful tool called hypnosis. And, you know, I say to people, and providing someone can wheel me in here and I can speak, then I can do this forever. And I can't ever see a day when I don't want to do it. There might be a day when people don't want to listen, but it won't be a day when I want to talk about it. So, you know, I hope you've enjoyed the evening. You know, I truly want you to stay well. Now, I've given you, whether you remember it or not, I've given you a post-hypnotic suggestion for self-hypnosis. So I'd like you all to practice. When we finish here tonight, take 5 minutes out for yourself. And all you have to do to go back into self-hypnosis, wherever it's safe and appropriate. So you won't be able to do this while you're driving or working heavy machinery, all right? But wherever it's safe and appropriate to do so, all you need to do is sit quietly and repeat the word relax 4 times in your mind. And on the 4th time hearing it, you will instantly go back into hypnosis. Now, there are 2 rules when you do this for yourself at home or at work. You must state what you want in positive. So I want to be well, as opposed to I don't want to be ill. Got it? I want to succeed, as opposed to I don't want to fail. You must state what you want in the positive. Let go of any limitations, because your unconscious mind is pretty. Right, so Camille, let me show you. You can do this now. I can do it all of you if you want. You can all try this if you want. Just place your hands on your legs. You're going to have a big experience now. Place your hands on your legs. Look at me in the camera. And in your own mind, with your eyes open, just repeat the word relax.
Relax.
In your own mind. And on the fourth time of hearing it, you're going to go into hypnosis with your eyes open, looking at me.
Mhm.
And you'll know you're in it because your hands are going to start to lift off your legs. And it is going to be an experience for you. And imagine that's going to happen. There's nothing you can do about that. That's right. Feel those hands lifting now. That's right. Feel that force. Put your hands up. And as you become aware of it, they go even higher. And you can try and hold them down, but they go even higher now. And understand, you've taken yourself into hypnosis in moments. At this point in time, you have access to all your powers, all your strengths. That's right. You just become aware of that movement. You'll state what you want in the positive, and you'll give yourself the time. Be careful what you wish for, because this is a superpower, and now you have access to it. Now, when you do this for yourself at home, you give yourself a time, 2 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes. If you want to come out of it rapidly, for whatever reason, you just count from 1 to 5. So when you're ready to come back up, feeling absolutely incredible, just count to 5. Your hands will drift down for those whose arms are up. Your eyes will close for a split second. When they open, you will have a smile on your face and a feeling of well-being that's going to get stronger day by day. Go ahead, take your time. Because now it belongs to you. Excellent, Danilo. Is it Danilo? Yeah?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was really nice.
Good, excellent.
Thank you, Freddy, for everything. You're an inspiration to me and to all of us.
Well, I love it, as you know. You know, it's not hard for me to do this, and you know, I just love it. And you know, I think we can all make a difference. And I love the fact that Karen's got my book. And
yeah.
Now, how do I pronounce your name? Because I always get it wrong. Is it Issel?
Oh, it is like, you can remember like this, Ishel without M, although
So,
it looks
Michelle
like
without the
Mysel.
M. Ishel.
Yes, Ishel.
Yeah.
And it means shine.
Means shine.
Yeah, shine.
All right,
So,
well, there was a lady actually, I think she may be from India. She's recording my book, and her name is Shine. That's
Is
her
Shine.
first name.
Okay.
I just can't even, you know, it's fantastic. So yes, it's been lovely seeing you all, for those I could see.
Thank you very
Speaking
much.
to you all.
Thank
And
you.
hopefully one day we'll
Thank
meet
you.
in person somewhere. And we'll all
I
have a
hope so.
party, you know, have a health party. We can all celebrate being well. All right, look, stay well, be happy, and
Thank
have a
you very
lovely,
much.
whatever time of day it is there, okay?
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Freddy.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
James, nice to see
Bye.
you, James. Okay, take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Thank
Bye
you.
now.
Thank you so much.
Turkish translation is coming soon. Very
Sorry?
soon. The translation in Turkish is coming.
Fantastic. That's great. Okay,
you.
let's see how many people we can help. Take care. Bye now.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.